Welcome back to the Wise Money Show. Today I'm going to talk about your relationship with money, but maybe a little different than you might think. In a previous video up there, I talked about the three-legged stool of money. And the three-legged stool of money means that there are these three parts of money like three legs of a stool. And if you don't have one of the legs, it's going to topple over. And those three legs of money are your money mindset, your relationship with money, and your skill set with money. And today I'm going to talk about that leg number 2, your relationship with money. Now it's interesting, I teach relationship with money a lot. It's a big part of everything that I teach because it's one of the legs of the stool. But earlier this week, I was in my daily meditation, and what's fairly normal for me in meditation is I'll do a little bit of a body scan, and I had some recent blood work, and I had some things that came up on my blood work that weren't ideal and showed that I have a few things going on in my body that I need to fix. So what I do in my meditation is I have a conversation with my body, and it sounds something like, "Hey body, thank you so much. You're so healthy and vibrant, full of energy. You work so hard. You do so many great things. I'm so grateful for you. And thank you for all the things that you do for me that allows me to live this amazing life." And I have this type of dialogue with my body fairly regularly. I recommend it. But it's because I want this healthy relationship with my body. So I have these conversations in my head. But since this blood work came up the way it did, I was talking to my body and said, "You're such a great healer. I just love that you know what to do to heal, and your intelligence is perfect, and you do your part. So thank you for healing. Thank you for doing the work to heal." And then I said, "And I'm going to do my part. I've gotten a little loose with some of my eating practices and some different things, and I think that's hurt you to be able to do your job. So I just want to tell you, body, that I'm going to be better at doing my part. I'm going to be a better partner." And that was my meditation. And then I came out of this meditation, and it really hit me. Like I had this kind of epiphany or aha moment of like, oh, that's what relationship is. To have a healthy relationship means a partnership. And if we look at the number 2, if the result that we want is 2, and in my case, I want my blood work to come back perfect, ideal, and not have some of these issues that we have, if that's the number 2, then there's this 2 parts to create what, I want health here. And like I said, my lab work has told me that my health is off, that I have some improvement. And if I don't do something different, it's probably going to get worse. That's why I do the lab work. So if this result is 2, there's 2 parts. There's my body here. And that's it. But my body, this is what's so amazing about our bodies, the intelligence. Our body just knows how to heal. I don't know how about you, but if I get a cut and all of a sudden that cut starts healing, I'm amazed. It's like, how does the body know how to do that? And it heals itself, and then voila, you look at your skin, there's not even a mark there. You would never know there was a big cut there. So that's the body. The body knows what to do. It's innate. But then there's me. There's you. But for the body to do its magic, I have to do my part as the body's partner. I have to care about what I put in my body. I can't eat the sugar I want to eat. I can't, if gluten is a factor, I need to stay away from the gluten. If I'm not eating enough protein, I need to eat more protein. If I'm not drinking enough water, I need to drink more water. If the water's not clean and is full of toxins, I need to fix the water supply. So there's all these things, but that's up to me. So if we want this really healthy body, mind and spirit, we're a team. But if I just put in 0.25 here, the body can't do its full part because it's not going to have the resources. It might only be able to put in 0.25 if I'm feeding it with junk food and I'm drinking a lot and I'm not exercising and I don't move my body and I'm doing all these things. Then the body can't function at a full 1. It's trying, it wants to be a full 1 because that's what it was built to do, but it doesn't have this. So between the two of us, we can't even get close to the results that we want. But I here affect this one here, not the other way around. My body, if I give it all the tools that it needs, it's going to do the only thing it knows how to do, which is to heal itself. So that just, when I was in my meditation, I was going through this, I'm like, wow, this is kind of really deep. And then it made me think, then I kind of went out this kind of a little bit deeper, and it made me think, like something I say when I'm speaking from the stage often at different events that I speak at, I'll say that there are these 3 buckets of life. And in these 3 buckets of life, we can't opt out of them. So if we can't opt out of them, in these 3 buckets of life, how well we do in these 3 buckets of life is directly connected to how good our life is. So if we want a good life, we have to care about these 3 buckets. And the 3 buckets of life are health, relationships, in this case, let's call it romantic, maybe marriage, and then our money. So these are these 3 categories of life, these 3 buckets of life that we can't opt out of, meaning they affect all of us. Our health, we all have to care about our health, because if we don't take care of our health, there's going to be negative consequences down the line where we're going to face some type of disease that's going to affect the quality of our life. And it's going to affect our families, and it's going to affect our finances, because when we have health problems, it tends to be it's not inexpensive to try to fix those health problems. Then there's relationships. We need relationships. We need love. We need connection. We need intimacy. It's part of the quality of life. So if we have crappy relationships, we have a bad marriage, we have a lot of chaos here, it's going to affect our quality of life, especially the person that we're married to. So if we want a good quality life, we really want to work and gain skills of marriage and relationship and communication. And why? Because we want to be happy. And the third category is money. And money is a life category that we can't opt out of, despite how we feel about it, despite how we believe about it. Money matters. Money affects every aspect of our life, especially our health and our relationships. So we need to get good at money so that to have the quality of life and happiness that we want, money, the better the skill at money, probably the better our overall life can be. So these are the 3 buckets of life that we can't opt out of. And then going back to my meditation, I was thinking, oh, all right, well, I just had this exercise with my health that in this bucket of life, it's like, yes, my skills and knowledge and behaviors matter, but it's more, it is a partnership. I'm in partnership with my body. But here's the thing, I can trust my body to try to heal, because that's what the body does. That's the job of the body. Can I trust myself to do what I need to do to give the body what it needs? I can trust my body, but can my body trust me? And I'm the cause. I'm at cause. And that's the relationship. But I have to love my body. I have to love, I have to love my body to be able to want to give it what it needs to heal. For example, if I have a dysfunctional relationship with my body, or I don't like my body, I'm probably going to continue to eat bad or do the different things. And we can see how that's going to end up. So when we go to this middle category, and let's talk about our love relationships, it's the same thing, is that we have our partner over here, and if we've selected a good partner and they're putting in their one, but it's the trust. We trust our partner to act a certain way, to be trustworthy. But when they're trustworthy and we know we've got this good person that, this good partner we can trust, we have to put in our part to get this great marriage over here. So we have to be trustworthy. We have to be happy. We have to show up and be, do our part and to give them love and compliments and all the things that they need. And we need to create that trust for them. And then that partnership, that's what good marriages are. They have a good relationship between the two because they're each trustworthy and can trust the other as partners. And when they trust each other and they're very clear on what they want to create for the marriage and for each of them independently and collectively, and they communicate that, and they all do their their 100% of that going in, that marriage is probably going to be a nice, happy, fulfilling marriage. And a great marriage has a huge impact on quality of life, and a bad marriage has a big impact on quality of life. But again, it's the 1 + 1. And a little bit more difficult because we can't always trust the partner, but we need to be able to trust ourselves to do our part. So again, the body's going to heal. I have to do my part. My partner's going to do what they're going to do. I need to still do my part. Now, we're here. This money show isn't about health. It's not about marriage. It's about money. But money follows the same rules, I guess. So if 2 is the result that we want here is 2 is financial stability, financial success, financial surplus, financial happiness and well-being. Like we know we have enough money. There's money at work. There's lots of money coming in. And we don't have a lot of money stress because money's doing really well for us. Then to create that outcome, again, here's this partnership. And this partnership starts with our relationship with money. Like I said here, if we have a bad relationship with our body, we're probably not going to treat it very well. If we have a bad relationship with our love partner, very likely we're not going to treat him or her very well. And if we have a bad relationship with our money, we're probably not going to treat it very well. So we're not going to get the results here. So what we want to do is, this is the relationship, and that's why the relationship, that second leg of the stool, is so important. It's really important that you develop this really loving, kind relationship with your money, where you love it, where you appreciate it, where you're grateful for it, all these things, but to develop that relationship that's a very positive relationship, because it's important, because by loving your money in this good, healthy way, you're going to be inclined to do your part. But just like the body, money has rules. There's something called compound interest that we've all heard about. So money is going to compound. Why? Because that's what money does. Just like the body heals, that's just what it does. Money compounds, it's just what it does. Money pays the bills. When there's enough money to pay the bills, you pay the bills and everybody's happy on the other side. So money knows its job, and money always does its job, because that's what money does. It doesn't think, do I want to do it or not do it? No, it's what money does. We can always trust money to do what money does. But we're over here, am I the one with my money? And that means this is me, my part. I need to be a partner with my money. You need to be a partner with your money, where it's you and I money together to create this outcome that we can create abundance. When we're in partnership with our money, it's amazing what can be created. It's amazing how much money is in our future. I mean, money it's going to do what it's going to do. It's going to compound and grow, but only if we do our part to put our money in places to compound and grow. Just like we have to put in the exercise and we have to put in the good food for the body to do what it needs to do, we have to put the money into investments. We need to put the money into savings. We need to pay the bills on time. We need to stay in positions where we're not in debt, because that's putting money in partnership with the banks, not in partnership with us, for example. So it goes back to your partnership and your relationship. So your relationship with any of these 3 buckets, but in this case, your money, your relationship with money starts with a healthy relationship with your money, knowing you can always trust your money to do its job. And then you have to build the trust to do your job. And your job is money, like I said, money's not going to create this outcome you want if you're overspending and going into consumer debt. Money's not going to do its job if you spend every dollar and in the break even all the time and you're never investing. Money can't do its job to save you during a rainy day when you have an unplanned expense and you don't have the money set aside in a rainy day bucket. But it will pay it when you've put the money aside and you've done your part. So your relationship with money matters. It's something that we need to develop. If you don't have a healthy relationship with money, then that's the work, is to work to develop that. That's a big part of what we do in my Wise Money School as we work on this relationship. But to bring all that back home, this really landed in my meditation this week, is this importance of partnership. And it's my job with my body to do the things, the actions and behaviors to give my body what it needs to heal itself. And it's our job with our money to give our money what it needs to do its job. And in that partnership, my body wants to be healthy and vibrant and alive. I want to be healthy, vibrant, and alive. My money wants to grow and compound and produce legacy and all these things. That's what money wants to do, and that's what I want money to do. So our body, our money, if we're in a healthy relationship or marriage, they want to be happy and fulfilled in the marriage. I want to be happy and fulfilled in the marriage. So we both need to do our part. When it comes to money and our health, money and health know what to do. They will always do our part, their part. We have to do ours. Let me know what you think of this video. Do a like, as always. If you thought this was helpful, write in a comment. Please share with your friends and family. And I think that's all I've got. So I will talk to you next time. Thank you.